We're not going to be too aggressive right here. Bakasori is kind of angling himself to get in this fight. We're going to peel back, help this Janus out, push this Nem away from the Janus. We're going to go ahead and push the Cthulhu into the tower through the Nemesis to get a little additional damage off. Use our ultimate to prevent Cthulhu from getting out. We're able to get the pick onto Cthulhu thanks to the tower. We're able to get our 1 onto the soul. We're going to keep chasing her down. We should pop one of our health chalices. Zenith ult inbound. We're going to go ahead dash, push her away from the tower. Activate her 2, reduce her cooldowns. We're going to throw our 1 at her. She has a decent amount of lifesteal. If we could have pushed her through the Janus ult, that would have been huge. But Janus comes up and is able to get the pick onto the soul. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request and a skin showcase for the Kuzenbot Kuzenbo. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. As always, the full build is in the description down below. If you are a returning viewer, Kuzenbo is a pretty solid guardian. I'd put him above average. Probably not the best, but definitely above average. He has the ability to push enemies, so he has a great setup, and he also has great peel for his team. So let's go ahead and jump into Kuzenbo's kit. Kuzenbo's 1, Nene Kappa. Kuzenbo summons and throws a powerful Nene Kappa who can ricochet off of walls. After firing, if the Nene Kappa bounces off of a wall, it will travel 70 units from that point up to a maximum of 2 bounces. After reaching maximum range, or if an enemy god is hit by the Nene Kappa, it will burst from its shell, slowing and attacking them for 6 seconds. Kuzenbo transfers 20% of his health and protections to the Nene Kappa. The slow is going to be 20%. And the slow duration is 3 seconds. Kuzenbo's 2, Shell Spikes. Kuzenbo is going to activate his Shell Spikes. While active, each time Kuzenbo takes damage, the cooldown of his 1 and 3 is reduced. Kuzenbo may activate the ability even while under the effects of crowd control. The percent of damage taken is going to be 10% at level 1, 30% at level 5. The cooldown per hit is going to be 0.5 seconds at level 1, 1.3 seconds at level 5, and the duration is 3 seconds. Kuzenbo's 3, Sumo Slam. Kuzenbo is going to charge forward, he's going to become immune to slows, and he's going to be able to push an enemy god. Each enemy he hits will deal damage to both the enemy and the god Kuzenbo is pushing. Colliding with a wall will also deal damage to the pushed god. Push targets can be hit a maximum of 3 times. Kuzenbo's ultimate, Watery Grave. Kuzenbo pulls himself inwards under his shell and spins, summoning fierce currents that knock enemies back, increasing his movement speed and rendering him immune to crowd control. This also allows him to move freely in all directions for 2.1 seconds. Damage after the first spin is reduced by 50%. He's going to gain 45% movement speed in his ultimate. And finally, Kuzenbo's passive. Each time Kuzenbo takes over 2% of his maximum health worth of damage pre-mitigation, he is granted stacks of damage mitigation as his head fills with water, maximum of 10 stacks. Stacks last 30 seconds and refresh when he gains another. If he is knocked up, grabbed, pulled, vanished, or otherwise disturbed, the bowl will lose half its stacks. The damage mitigation is going to be 1.5% per 2% of his maximum health taken, and then the total you can possibly have is 15% at full stacks. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 3, level 2, put a point into our 1, level 3, put a point into our 2, we want to put another point into our 1 at level 4, we want to max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 2, max out our 3. This game, we put some points into our 3 instead of our 2 out of habit. I think it's better to max out the 1, then the 2, then the 3. If the 3 did 0 damage, it would still be a useful ability. The 2 should be maxed out before the 3 because it can reduce the cooldown of your other abilities. Looks like we're going to be able to get a good push right here. Neith gets a little bit of damage off. We started with Sentinel's Gift and the tier 1 of boots, a health chalice and 2 multi-potions along with Shell as a relic. Sentinel's Gift is going to provide 75 health, 7 physical protections, 7 magical protections, and 7 MP5. It has a passive that being within an assist range of a minion or a jungle camp monster death without dealing the killing blow is going to award 7 bonus gold and also restore 12 health and 8 mana. If you are not near an allied god for 20 seconds or more, this passive is disabled. Ooh, this might be first blood. Yep, Neith's able to get it. Right after you hit your purple buff, if you go through jungle instead of going through lane, there's a really good chance you're going to be able to catch the enemy hunter off guard and push them into the minion wave and your ally. We just missed the 3 right there. We're going to go ahead and work on the left of Scorpion, try to strip away some of this farm. If we take a look at our passive icon, that looks like a pretty full cup of water if you ask me. So we're gaining some additional damage mitigation. I'm gonna go ahead and work our way up through jungle, see if we can catch them off guard. They do have minion advantage, so this might not work out that well. We push the Danzabora as far back as we can. Bakasura is rotating over. We have plenty of health, so we're going to stick around. Normally we'd be back and pick up our boots, but we don't want to miss splitting this farm. Be right back. We got most of the wave right there. We're going to go ahead and pick up the tank boots. The tank boots are going to provide us 10% cooldown reduction and some protections whenever we take damage. We're going to go ahead and make our way mid, pick up 2 wards. Ward for our mid laner. Janus is in trouble. He gets ulted by Nem. Our job is to just push Nem away from the Janus. We get our 1-off onto the soul. She dissipates, so she's immune to damage. We also picked up tier 1 of Gauntlet of Thebes. We're waiting to see if anyone oversteps. It does not look like they're going to. We throw our Nene Kappa a little early. We're going to go ahead and dash in. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We do like no damage right now, but Neith is able to clean up the soul. Janus goes down to Nemesis. So we were super aggressive right there. We did not provide any peel for our mid laner, and unfortunately he goes down because of it. Enemy missing middle. I think this skin is really cool. I think the skin idea is fantastic. A little Nene Kappa controlling the Kuzenbo, or the Kuzenbot. Voice pack sounds pretty good too. All around, pretty solid skin. Definitely my favorite skin of the 8.4 bonus balance. And then here we're just trying to secure the red. Basic, we're able to secure it. A lot of people right here. We got very greedy. We're gonna get to pop our shell. And we're able to get out. That is a Cthulhu ultimate down. We're not out of this fight, so we're going to rotate over, try to help out. It's a Janus ultimate. Nem takes a decent amount of damage. We eat the Danzabora ultimate, trying to prevent him from escaping. We get our 1-off, and the Danzabora goes down. Unfortunately, he was able to get the pick onto our Bakasura. We're out of mana, so we're going to go ahead and back. Pick up 2 more wards. We are about to lose our passive. I think Cthulhu is the only character on the enemy team that can do CC to us. That's going to make us lose part of our passive. I don't know. I like the passive. It's cool in concept. You're balancing water on your head, and if anything disturbs that balance, you're going to lose some of the water. Just makes sense. So right there, we lost our passive because Cthulhu dashed through us. Oh, unfortunate. We were trying to push Cthulhu under tower, but he goes through the Janus portal right as we dash. Kind of baiting our back. Unfortunately, Janus goes down to the Cthulhu. Two people over and left. We might rotate over, but it looks like Bakasor is in a safe position, so we probably don't need to. Janus is coming back, so we're going to go ahead and hold this wave for him. This will do a couple of things. It'll allow Janus to get that farm, kind of keep his level lead over the soul, even though he's tied for level. And it's also going to provide us Sentinel's gift stacks that are going to heal us a little bit. We have enough money for Gauntlet of Thebes, so we're going to go ahead and back. Gauntlet of Thebes is going to provide us 300 health, 15 HP 5. HP 5 is the amount of health you recover every 5 seconds. So it's really 3 health a second. It also has a passive that if we get an assist on a minion, we're going to gain 1 stack. If we get an assist on an enemy god, we're going to gain 5. It can stack up to 50 times, and each stack is going to provide 1 magical and 1 physical protection. Once it's fully stacked, it's going to evolve and provide allies within 70 units, 10 physical and 10 magical protections. So we're going to make our teammates tankier once we got it fully stacked. That is, they have to be close to us, but we are making them tankier. We're just checking angles. We're not going to solo these harpies. There's a wave in mid. So now holding wave does a third thing for us. It's also going to start stacking our Gauntlet of Thebes. So we're helping Janus. We're getting health and mana back. If an ally god is near us, I think the passive is disabled right now. And then it's also stacking our Gauntlet of Thebes. We're going to loop behind the tier 1 tower. We might be able to get a push right here. We just want to push her as far away from the tier 2 tower as possible. And we're able to get a pick. Bakasor is able to clean up the Nemesis. 2 people over and left, so we're going to go ahead and rotate over ourselves. We're going to go ahead and chase this Agni down, but he's going to be able to get to the tower before we can do anything to him. So we're just going to go ahead and rotate mid. Once again, we're going to hold wave, also start stacking our Gauntlet of Thebes. It's not the most exciting thing, but it is pretty effective. Helps our mid laner, helps us. I think Janus is just ulting to get back to lane. On my way. 2 people over in right, so we're going to go ahead and rotate. Didn't get much out of that rotation. We're going to go ahead and start working on the Greater Scorpion. The Scorpion is going to enhance our red buff and our purple buff.
One by one, they all
The 2 animation looks really cool too. That glowing orange looks fantastic.
An enemy has been slain. You have their attention now.
Gold Fury should be up soon. We have 4 people over in right jungle, so we could possibly go for it. We're gonna go ahead and push this tower over and right. Magus rotating in. We might be able to get a pick onto this Danzabora right here. Right as I say it, he's able to slip away. But we are going to pull back and go for gold. Neith's in a little bit of trouble. We're going to rotate up. Throw our 1. That's Cthulhu ultimate. There's not much peel we can provide to Neith whenever Cthulhu's in his ultimate. We do have a shell. We're trying to catch up so we can shell the Neith. We pop the shell. We dash. We get the 1 off. We use our ultimate. Unfortunately, our Neith goes down. We get the pick onto the Cthulhu. We're going to activate our 2. Danzabora is able to slip away. This soul forgot about us. We're going to go ahead and push her. And Janus is able to clean her up. So one thing I just noticed about the 2, Kuzenbo doesn't have any spikes on the skin. But whenever you activate the 2, spikes are going to come out of those orange little holes, which I think is really cool. Really cool design choice. We go ahead and we pick up Relic Dagger. Relic Dagger is going to provide us 350 health, 10% cooldown reduction, 10% crowd control reduction, and 7% movement speed. It has a passive that your relics receive a 40-second cooldown reduction. After going into Relic Dagger, we're going to start working on Pridwen.
On my way. Take this jump.
3 people in mid. We're not going to be too aggressive right here. Bakasori is kind of angling himself to get in this fight. We're going to peel back, help this Janus out, push this Nem away from the Janus. We're going to go ahead and push the Cthulhu into the tower through the Nemesis to get a little additional damage off. Use our ultimate. Prevent Cthulhu from getting out. We're able to get the pick onto Cthulhu thanks to the tower. We're able to get our 1 onto the soul. We're going to keep chasing her down. We should pop one of our health chalices. So Neith ult inbound. We're going to go ahead dash, push her away from the tower. Activate her 2, reduce our cooldowns. We're going to throw our 1 at her. She has a decent amount of lifesteal. If we could have pushed her through the Janus ult, that would have been huge. But Janus comes up and is able to get the pick onto the soul. Good little team fight from us. Whenever we're throwing our 1 in a team fight, we should be trying to select the enemy carry, or the enemy soul in this case. So Danzabora or Soul are both good targets. Soul's their mid laner, but normally you wouldn't want to throw it at a mid laner. The reason we want to throw it at a hunter is because it's going to eat at least one basic attack, probably 2 to 3 from the enemy. So if you can prevent the enemy hunter from landing 1 to 3 basic attacks, that's pretty big in a team fight, especially a close team fight.
More will take their place.
So right now we have one Nene Cappy out. We're going to activate our 2, reduce our cooldowns, throw a second Nene Kappa. You can have up to 2 Nene Kappas at a time.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
It looks like Neith's in a little bit of trouble. We're going to go ahead, rotate over.
We will succeed, with or without them.
Your right tower is under attack.
We're going to push the Danzabora. What we should have done there is eaten a basic attack from Danzabora so the target would focus him and then dash and push him to the food tower. The tower probably would have gotten 2 to 3 shots off. We're just holding down the fort. I don't think we can get a pick onto either of them right now.
Your left tower is under attack. Your left tower.
Cannot be tolerated.
We pushed the Cthulhu out of the Hades ultimate. Although Cthulhu did have his dash. We have our blink. We're gonna go ahead and blink up, push the Cthulhu. And Neith's able to clean up the Cthulhu.
All will fall.
I think I guess myself and Neith were both trying to hit the Danzabora, but we both hit the Cthulhu.
Experimental weapon installed.
Either way, Cthulhu goes down. We're gonna go ahead back. We're gonna go ahead and pick up Pridwen. Pridwen's gonna provide us 30 physical protections, 30 magical protections, and 20% cooldown reduction. It has a passive that when your ultimate ability has finished casting, you're going to gain a shield equal to your protections for 5 seconds. When destroyed by timing out or being depleted, it explodes and deals magical damage equal to 50% of the shield's initial health and slows targets by 25% for 3 seconds. This can only occur once every 45 seconds. Soul is very weak. We use our ultimate and we're able to get the pick onto her. We're gonna go ahead and push the Agni. Everybody's able to get out of that Hades ultimate. Neith looks to be in a little trouble. We're gonna go ahead and rotate over.
You have their
She goes
attention
down,
now.
so we're just gonna go ahead and back.
I can make anything lethal.
Bit of a team fight going on in mid.
This is going to be where we turn our attention. Our Hades is pretty out of mana. Same with our Janus. So I don't think there's too much we're going to be able to do right here as a team.
Your right tower is under attack. Your right tower has been destroyed. Defend right lane.
We're going to push this Nem under tower. turn our attention to the soul, get the push onto her. Activate R2. Yanis is able to get the pick onto the soul. We get ulted by Nim. We're gonna go ahead and push the Cthulhu. We miss our blink push, which is a little unfortunate. Kind of a waste of a blink right there.
Attack right lane. Attack the Gold Fury.
I think Gold Fury is wide open. Hades goes in and goes down, attacking 3 to 4 people under tower by himself. This should be a free Gold Fury. We are able to secure it. We're going to rotate to the fight in mid now. Looks like Janice could use a little bit of help. We're going to push the Cthulhu into 2 abilities. That was nice. Needs to be able to get the pick on the Cthulhu. We're now going to turn our attention to the soul. We push her away from tower. Just trying to buy our team a little bit more time. We're going to go ahead and eat some tower shots. We're out of mana. We're going to try to keep the minions alive so we could push the Phoenix if we get picks right here. We tried to eat the Danzabora rocket, but we could not.
You have their attention now.
Needs to be able to get a pick on the Danzabora. We're going to dash, hit the Nem into the wall, and needs to be able to clean up the Nemesis.
Satisfactory performance. Admirable work.
We're going to go ahead and secure the middle tower.
You have their attention now.
We're going to go ahead and back and pick up Hide of the Urchin, and then also upgrade our starter item to Sentinel's Blessing. Hide of the Urchin is going to provide us 30 physical protections, 30 magical protections, 250 health, and 250 mana. It has a passive that you gain +3 magical and physical protections for each god kill or an assist. At 7 stacks, this item evolves, providing a health shield that gains stacks every 2 seconds. The shield only stacks if you have not taken or dealt damage in the last 5 seconds. Each stack provides 10% of 100 health plus 5 per level. I've been really liking Hide of the Urchin recently. We have so many assists and a decent amount of kills that I think we'll be able to stack this before the game ends. Then we also picked up the Sentinel's Embrace, not Sentinel's Blessing. Sentinel's Embrace is going to provide us 200 health, 20 physical protections, 20 magical protections, 20 MP5, and it has a passive that we're evenly going to split 80 physical and magical protections among all nearby allied gods and yourself. If you are alone, you only gain 40 physical and magical protections. Bit of a fight going on. Agnes dashes down. That Hades should be able to clean him up. We're gonna dash, get this Nim off of our Bacchus. We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate.
Enemy has been slain.
That's 2 down on the enemy team. We still have everyone up. We're gonna go ahead and push the Cthulhu back towards our team. Throw off our 1. Cthulhu dashes. We're going to dash up to try to catch up to him. Throw off our 1. And we're able to get the pick onto the Cthulhu. Soul looks like she's going to be the next target. She has her back towards us. So we're going to go ahead and push her into the wall. A little too late to be trying to dissipate Miss Soul. Neath is pushing up the right lane, so we're going to go ahead and rotate over there. Right here, we're going to try to dash into the Phoenix to prevent the minions from taking damage. Right now we're so tanky that we could tank plenty of Phoenix shots.
More will take
We
their
are
place.
able to secure the right to Phoenix, which is going to be very helpful this game. If you have to only get one Phoenix, I recommend it being the one on the opposite side of Fire Giant. They pop a shell underneath. The entire enemy team's here, minus 2 people, so I guess only 3 people are here.
An enemy has been
Bacchus
slain.
is able to get the pick onto the Nim.
Be right back. Be right back.
Sustenance will not be required.
We went ahead and picked up the movement speed potion for our next back so we could sell our boots and pick up an additional item.
Fire giant.
This item I feel like should be a damage item, so we could go into Soul Reaver, Kronos' Pendant, or Spear of the Magus.
Information is always valuable. Attack fire giant. Help.
Trying to get our team to come for fire. Cthulhu is here.
Gank.
Attack
Left lane.
fire giant.
One by one, they all will fall.
Cthulhu eats the Jan's ultimate.
Pestilence is here.
We try to push him into the wall, but he gets his Mantle of Discord proc off. We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate, just kind of prevent him from moving forward on the map.
You have slain
And we're
an
able to get
enemy.
the pick onto the Cthulhu. Soul's over at mid. We're gonna go ahead and tank this tower. We do have our Neath here. We could also throw our 1 into tower, have that tank a shot or 2.
Attack the minion.
An enemy has been slain.
Soul goes down to our Janus. We should be able to get this Phoenix as well. We're gonna go ahead and fall back-ish. The entire enemy team is coming out. I don't think this is a fight we can really win.
One by one,
Not yet, at least.
fall. An enemy has been slain.
2-for-1 trade in favor of our team.
One by one,
3-for-1 trade in favor of our team.
Charge. Running low.
The problem is that Hades and myself are very, very weak.
weakness cannot be tolerated.
Retreat.
We get some damage onto the middle Phoenix, but we are not able to secure it.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy.
Between Bacchus, myself, and the Hades, I think we could get Fire Giant as a 3-man team.
On my way.
Our team is able to secure the Fire Giant. The Fire Giant is going to provide everyone on our team with a large MP5 and HP5 buff, as well as allowing us to provide additional damage to structures. So this includes that last Phoenix and the Titan. If we win this team fight, it could be game. Our team's kind of scattered. We're just going to push Cthulhu away from our teammates.
You have their attention now. You have their attention now.
Bakasora goes down. We're going to push the soul. We have our body blocked. And we're able to get the pick onto the soul.
An enemy has been slain.
Hades is able to clean up. We're going to go use our ultimate. Prevent him from doing anything too fancy. He's the last person left. We should be able to end right here.
There is no one else to face your
We don't even need to get this middle Phoenix. Well, that is going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it at all, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.